So what we're going to start in this video is how to factorise. There's different types of factorising, but the one we're going to worry about in this video is common factor. The first thing we need to learn is that factorising is the reverse process of breaking brackets. So let's just quickly remind ourselves what breaking brackets looks like. You should remember now, when breaking brackets, we multiply what's inside the bracket by what is outside the bracket. So 5 times x is going to give us 5x, and 5 times positive 4 will give us positive 20. So 5 times x plus 4 gives us 5x plus 20. If we did this one, 10 times what's inside the brackets. 10 times p gives us 10p. 10 times negative q gives us negative 10q. So 10 times p minus q will give us 10p minus 10q. We already know how to do that. So with factorising, we need to do the reverse. So we need to go from this point backwards. And to do that, we need to work out what the highest common factor of this phrase is, this expression. So highest common factor is the number or term that goes into both terms. So to be lazy, I'm just going to call it HCF, which stands for highest common factor. Was the highest common factor of 4p and 12. The number on that number is 4. So what's going to go outside the brackets is the 4. Four times what gives 4p? 4 times p gives 4p. And 4 times what gives 12? Well, 4 times 3 gives 12. So it's going to be p plus 3 inside the bracket. We can compare that to this question. If we took the highest common factor out of 5x plus 20, 5 would be the highest common factor. So it's going to go outside the brackets. 5 times x gives 5x, and 5 times 4 gives 20. So it really is just the complete reverse of what we've been doing before. So what's the highest common factor, or the highest number or term that goes into 5g and 15m? It's 5. So 5 goes outside the brackets. 5 times what gives 5g? 5 times g gives 5g. 5 times what gives 15m? It is 3m. 5 times g gives 5g, and 5 times 3m gives 15m. So we've factorised that. It's a bit more challenging for this one, because the highest common factor of 15 and 18 isn't it what's obvious to see. It was obvious to see here because the highest common factor of 4p and 12 was 4. The highest common factor of 5g and 15 was 5. So we need to think what number or term goes into 15x and 18y. Well, 15 and 18 are both in the 3 times table, so the highest common factor is 3. So 3 times what gives 15x? 3 times 5x gives 15x. 3 times what gives 18y? 3 times 6y gives 18y. Now, on to the next one. Again, it's a pretty challenging one because of the numbers and also because of this negative, but we can still do it. What's the highest common factor of 14 and 21? We think, what times table are they both in? They're both in the 7 times table. So we can see that the highest common factor is going to be 7. So that means we're going to take out 7. 7 times what gives 14n? 7 times 2n gives 14n. And 7 times what gives 21q. 7 times negative 3q. So that's us factorised that one. This might look challenging because there's more terms. We still need to find the highest common factor of 2, 4 and 8. Now, what times table are 2, 4 and 8 all in? They're in the 2 times table. So that means 2 will go outside the brackets. 2 times what gives 2x. 2 times x gives 2x. 2 times what gives 4y. 2 times 2y gives 4y. And 2 times what gives negative 8z. 2 times negative 4z gives negative 8z. And last one is probably the most challenging one here. That's why we're doing it last. Not only have we got a number that's the highest common factor, there's a letter that we can take out as well. If we just look at the numbers first of all, the highest common factor of 10 and 5, well, they're both in the 5 times table, so that means 5 must be part of the highest common factor. But we can also take out an x because there's an x common to both terms, hence the name common factor. So that means we've got to have 5x outside the brackets. And then we just think 5x times what gives 10x squared? Well, 5 times what gives 10? 2. And x times what gives x squared? X times x gives x squared. So 5x times 2x, we have 10x squared. 5x times what gives negative 5x? Imagine that was a positive. 5x times what would give you 5x? Would be 1. And then you've got the negative, so you just put a negative there. That is quite a challenging one, but I think you'll be able to do it. So that is how we factorise using a common factor.